1536, and this is with regard to the ongoing issue of individuals that are repeat offenders against the state, the Constitution, and the Women and Children's Charter, that are embarrassing the nation, that are embarrassing civility, and that are embarrassing standards with their ongoing ASBO behaviour that humiliates responsible, intelligent behaviour. So these people are a liability to the role of the Garda Síochána for quite a long while. Mental health practitioners that are assisting those of Sander, unfortunately, have blacklisted themselves with their crimes against the Hippocratic, and there are individuals in my proximity that are exacerbating debts that they owe for damages, harms and losses unduly and inexcusably caused. So there's quite a serious matter when the bodies of the state like the CCPC and NPAIE have all benefited and progressed from the social reform that has been originating. I'm going to keep reiterating, I'm owed very dangerous debts, and this state is not helping the condition or the law of the land with ASBOs that are suffering from mental ignorance, mental obstinance and mental degeneration with their lowering of proper etiquette and proper codes of behaviour that any civilised, respectable, self-respecting adult would demonstrate to young people. These people that are in my proximity, preoccupied with property that they're not safe even venturing near, are in contempt of the law and are not welcome to offend my family name, McElligott, either from my paternal or my marital ancestors. So they have offended the Catholic Church. They are publicising and entertaining a scene that has given rise to crimes against that scene. The entertainment of this situation has given rise to COVID-19 with the toxicity and contamination of ASBOs that are still unfortunately active with what property they have no right to be claiming to. So it's so serious what's going on. These people are an embarrassment to this country with the crimes they're causing with regard to creative intellectual property theft and the identity issues that they're creating as well. So from an anthropological perspective, as a cultural graduate from the University of Limerick since 2003, this is for the young people of social reform, social justice and social etiquette as well, I suppose. I have contributed from the arts and the entertainment scene to COVID-19, and through my own experiences as a married mother that has experienced ASBOs responsible for dangerous acts against my royal protocol. So unfortunately they're having difficulty comprehending the hierarchy and the standards and settings, and they have threatened people's success in the arts with their ASBO conduct. So it's really serious what's going on. They're not welcome in my properties, they're not welcome in my proximity, and they're putting the Garda Síochána at awful detrimental risk yet again. So the Guards' daughters, I have huge concern for you with these people that are putting the parents of those in the Guards' position at risk. The Guards unfortunately have been compromised already, and that's quite serious. So those threatening the peace or that are trespassing onto my private property or that have been a part of unlawful care orders have all compromised the dignity of authority, and unfortunately that's a sad, serious situation then as well for the safety of other people too. So I hope everybody is on the right side of the law, and I hope everybody is aware of the rights of the mother and the implications of offending the married mom. So female professionals out there, I hope you're empathising and identifying and relating, and those people that are insisting on being ASBO, I think there are mental health practitioners that really need to start being proactive with regard to how this hate crime issue is going to be processed and healed as the problem of property theft that's unduly been caused from my portfolio. So the authorities are aware that I have a position, and that's of royalty, and it's also of reform in this country that has saved people's lives. So I hope the authorities are on the right side of the law. My child is still a missing person, trespass is still occurring, there's still people owing money and evading and exacerbating slandering and false reporting, and I can't say it's in the best interests of all that recovery for that crime to be supported against an innocent mother on behalf of people that are just putting people's lives at risk. It's a sad sign of the times. So when people are able to uphold and respect the dignity of charters and declarations and humanity, then we might have a safe future. But until then, those people that are intruding upon me, that are false reporting or misusing information, or accessing my online accounts, for instance, that's a criminal offence. That's not making the cyber world or the monetary world any safer. So those that have accessed my online activity and offended my integrity online, that's all very unsafe for people to be associating with. It's not making the international market, business market, a safe place when people haven't got a safe cyber world either, and when they are transacting with money that is highly unsafe. So as I note very dangerous debts, and as there is awful crime being conducted, I would hope that the people that have been saved, that have had their wealth recovered, and that have had their health and safety recovered, safety and hygiene has been contaminated, and I have addressed those that have contaminated, and I have, I have first-hand experience of this entire situation. So I hope everybody's on the right side of the law. It's not so long ago since recovery commenced. So those that are assisting toxicity and stealing, again, in a corrupt society, are a disservice to women and children. So those that are of contamination and that have been actively contaminating, it's a sad sign of the times. So those that are offending my humanitarianism, or that are helping corrupt behaviour or compromising the role of the guards, right protocol I have. So I hope the guards are aware of the dangers of how offensive it is to royal protocol and what it means. So this is for the interest of the Vatican, and I suppose humanitarians that have respect for the Declaration of Human Rights. Any individuals that are masquerading as United Nations representatives that aren't respecting the Declaration of Human Rights and that are assisting crime against me as a humanitarian, I hate to say how unsafe that makes those positions for those that aren't respecting humanity or humanitarianism. So I have contacted the Human Rights Agency since 2019, and my child is still a missing person. So beggars belief. Those people that have been living off my wealth, I hate to say how unsafe this situation is for people of repeat retaliatory financial fraud, with all the debts that I'm owed since 2006. So sad sign of the times. But the CCPC, Welfare, Revenue, WRC, all those agencies of Ireland and the state of Ireland are agencies that are working off my creative intellectual property portfolio. So those up in offices in Dublin, any politicians up in Dublin, especially the female ministers that are mothers as well, might be able to relate how unsafe it is to respect people's intelligence and qualifications. So this is for the interest of those that owe me debts and that are on my property without my permission, and the guards of Síochána that are aware that my child is unlawfully from my care and still a missing person. It's a sad sign of the times.